Hello, this is Ashi from Crafting with Ashi and welcome to this video. This is the project we're making today. We're printing on the candle, as you can see. And I've just printed with these gorgeous poinsettia flowers. And to make this lovely candle, I think this would make a beautiful gift. You could wrap ribbon around it, you could make into lovely packaging. Just be a lovely special gift for Christmas. Obviously you can add more to it if you want, but I felt enough was as good as a feast. So let me show you what I did. I'm going to be stamping on some tissue paper, and this is just some spare white tissue paper I have. Now tissue paper has two sides. It has the shiny side and it has a matte side. I'm going to be using the matte side, and I would advise you to always, when using this kind of thing, to use firstly a grid paper or some kind of scratch paper, because being tissue paper, when you stamp it will go straight through, but once you put it on the stamp, on the candle, everything will be okay. And then when you're heat setting it, I'll show you what to do then. So we're going to start off first with our bits of stamping, and I should show you the stamps that I'm going to use. It's this one called Poinsettia Petals. I've used it before. It is simply gorgeous. It has lovely dies that go with it all. I've used the dies on a card. I've used these stamps on another card, and now I'm using this stamp here, which is this one, on my candle. Okay, so I'm just going to ink it up. You need to ink it up in a permanent ink so it stays on as perfect for this kind of thing. And I'm going to stamp this 3 times because I want 3 flowers. Okay, and let's do it again. Just give it a good press down. Okay, and then last but not least, I got the last one. And all I'm going to do now, once I've finished stamping, is off camera I'm just going to give it a quick blast with the heats tool, just to make this sure this ink is dried on the tissue paper. Okay, so I'm just going to do that now. Okay, so I heat set that, and then I just decided I was going to colour in the first 2 flowers off camera, so you didn't have to watch me do that. And then I've got one left to do, so we'll do that one together. I'm using the Real Red Stampin' Right markers, and they work just beautifully for things like this. Just take your time. There's no rush. You just want to sort of stay in the lines as much as you can. This is just like colouring like when we were a kid. And you can make you a nice red poinsettias. So, it's yet another rubbish day in Lincoln. We seem to be having a lot of these. As I've said a few times, I am way ahead on my blog. So I'm actually filming now at the end of October. Although this will only maybe go out most probably in December. But I decided to get all of my posts, all of my projects designed for the whole year, for the rest of the year, and filmed, and I've done that, so I'm really pleased. Today I've only got 2 more videos after this to film, and then I'll have done everything for the whole year, and I'm hoping by the end of this week, which is the end of October, and I've got all my blog posts done and everything will be done, and then I won't have to faff. And I can then enjoy putting up Christmas decorations, and next week is our convention, and I'll be able to enjoy that and all that sort of stuff. So by the time you see all of that good stuff will have happened. But one of the things I'm going to see next week at my convention, obviously it's all virtual because we can't meet up, is the new catalogue. And by the time this project goes live, I'll have done my pre-order from the new catalogue, so I'll have done a whole video for that, so do check that out and find it on my channel and on my blog. Okay, I actually went to Lidl this morning because I had some craft bits in their centre aisle, and I just can't resist crafting of any sort. And I saw some red poinsettias there, like, oh, look at them, they're so pretty, I love them. So here I am making my own at home. So I coloured everything in there with the real red marker, and I'm just going to colour in the centre here with this marker, which is crushed curry. Okay, and there we have our 3 flowers coloured in. Now you can see what I mean, it bleeds through. So that's why you need to have some paper underneath, because otherwise you're going to make a mess of everything, promise you. So now I'm going to cut these 3. Initially I thought I would just put them all as one go on my candle, and well, that didn't work the first time I did it. So it's much easier if you just cut them into 3 bits. And then all you want to do, you could use the die as well that came with this to do this, but to be honest, I can't be bothered. You don't need to be precise. You're just going to cut around the shape of your poinsettia very roughly. You know, you can see I'm not getting too, woo, it's floating away from me, trying to escape me, making a bid for freedom, but it hasn't worked. I'm just doing it very roughly around here, as you can see. There we go, like that. And I'm just going to do that now for the other 2 as well. Okay, so I've cut everything out, so I'm going to bring up my candle, and this is just a normal pillar candle. I think I got this from Asda or from somewhere like that. And I'm just going to put my first one on. I'm going to just do one with you online, and then I'm going to do the other 2 off camera, because you don't need to see me doing the same thing 3 times. So now, to hold all of this in place, I'm going to be using a piece here of wax paper, and I'm just going to pull it around nice and tight. Tighter the better, I find. Obviously don't stick your fingers through the paper like I just did at the back. So it's nice and tight over the front, and it'll hold your thingy-majiggy in place, your flower in place. Sorry about the noise, I'm just going to get my heat tool. I should have got it out, put it on the table earlier. And I'm just going to get it good and hot for a few seconds, so let's do that. Okay, so I think it's good and hot, and I'm sorry about the noise. Now you're just going to bring it to your flower, and you're just going to set it in place, and you'll see as the wax melts it in, you'll see it will turn from a little bit opaque until it's transparent. Okay, so sorry about that noise while I did it, but there's no other way around it. Okay, and you can see now it's there, and you can't even see hardly, look, you can hardly see any join from the paper because it's just melted into the candle. Okay, so now I'm going to do the same for my next one. When I first did this one, I tried to do, as I said, all 3 together, and that didn't work out really well. So now just going to use the same piece of wax paper, and I'm going to do each one separately. So I'm going to get on and do that, and I'll catch you when I've done all of them. Okay, so I've done all 3. So that's what you have. Isn't that gorgeous? And it's all nice and smooth, as you can feel. Well, see, at least I can feel. There you've got your candles. I think it's so clever. I love it. I made 2 of these like this with for the poppy stamp set that I have. I've actually given them to our neighbours next door, and she has them in the front window, and I just love it. It's just such a nice gift, something lovely for people to see and to give. I think this will make a nice Christmas gift as well. I plan to give these 2 away as well. So I really hope you enjoyed the project. If you did, I'd be grateful if you could give it a thumbs up so YouTube know, and don't forget to subscribe for future videos. If you want any more information about this project, supply list, links to my online shop, all that good stuff, it's on my website, and the links to that and all my social media links are in the description box below. That includes my Facebook group, where I host a monthly card club, where we make 4 to 5 projects every month, and I send you the kits to make every project, and then we craft together on a Facebook Live, and we have lots of fun together, and you know, enjoy being together at least in some way. So I'd love for you to check that out and join us. So thank you again, and until next time, enjoy being creative. Bye.